Good day everyone and welcome to Pamati Tutorial. Makinig, manood, at matuto. Okay, on this video, we will discuss interior angles of the polygon. Okay, in the previous video, on the link below, nandun yung link sa description ang video natin tungkol sa polygons, the different parts of the polygon, the different kinds of the polygon. This time, we will discuss the interior angles of the polygon and also finding the sum of the interior angles of the polygon and also finding the measure of each angle of a regular polygon. But before that, let's have first the different objectives. Identify the interior angles of the polygon. That is the first objective. The second one, determine the sum of the measure of the interior angles of the polygon. Okay, then konting review. Polygons comes from the Greek word poly, which means many, and gon, which means angle. It is a closed plane figure with a straight line segments. Okay, that is a polygon. Now, if we will have this figure, it means all sides, as you observe, it is a line segment and it is closed. Okay, another example of a polygon and another example of a polygon. Now, interior angles of a polygon is an angle formed by two sides of a polygon with a common vertex. Okay, it is an angle. Okay, it is hindi wala yan. It is an angle formed by two sides of a polygon. It means an angle formed by two sides of a polygon with a common vertex. Example, if this would be the vertex, this would be the side, and another, okay, ayan, another side. Okay, that one, and that would be the interior angle. Another one, we have here the interior angle, and another one, we have the interior angle. It means on this polygon, which is the triangle, we have interior angles. As you can see, the number of vertex is the same with the number of interior angles. Ayan. Kung meron tayong tatlong vertex, it means it is a three sides. Then, meron tayong tatlong interior angles. Now, on this polygon, okay, the interior angles, so this one, siyempre, kapag sinasabi nating interior, nasa loob, ayan. Okay, lahat ng yan, because we have here the vertices. Now, how many vertices do we have? Well, just let's count the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, since we have 8 sides, then we have 8 vertices and we have 8 angles. Okay, interior angles. Ayan. Meron tayong interior angles, interior angles, interior angles, interior angles, interior angles, and interior angles. Ayan siya. Now, there would be a theorem, or the triangle sum theorem. The sum of the measure of interior angles of a triangle is 180. Ayan. The theorem states, kapag in-add natin yung interior angles ng triangle, the sum is 180 degrees. Okay, example, if we will have here, okay, the sum is 180. If we will have here angle 1 or the measure of angle 1, ayan, plus the measure of angle 2, plus the measure of angle 3, the sum is 180 degrees. Ayan, that is 180 degrees. Okay? Now, if we will have here the quadrilateral, kanina is triangle yon. If we will have here a quadrilateral, kapag sinabi natin quadrilateral, it means 4 sides. Okay, it is a 4-sided polygon and it is, or it have a 4 vertices. Okay, now, to identify the sum of the interior angles of the quadrilateral, let's do this table. First, we need to identify the number of sides. In quadrilateral, how many sides do we have? 4. Okay, next. Number of diagonals from one vertex. Okay, pipili lang tayo ng isang vertex. Example, on this vertex. We will choose this vertex. Since we are talking about diagonal, then another vertex here. Okay? Then, from one vertex, how many diagonal do we have? Okay, we only have one. Okay. Hindi na pwede dito. Isang vertex lang. Oh, from one vertex. Ayan. Okay, one. Now, based on this, number of dissected triangles. Based on this, given the diagonal, how many triangles do we have now? Okay, the first triangle, this would be our first triangle, and this would be our second triangle. Okay, how many triangles do we have now? Okay, we have 2. Next, sum of the measure of the interior angles. Okay, on the first triangle, remember in a triangle, the sum is 180. Then another triangle, the sum is 180 degrees. Ilang 180 tayo? Okay, it means 180 times 2. Okay, the sum is, okay, 360 degrees. Okay, that is 360 degrees. Okay, it means 180 times how many triangles do we have? 2. Then you will have the sum of the measure of interior angles of the quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Okay, how about the pentagon? Okay, this would be the pentagon. Again, the number of sides is 5 because it is pentagon. Then the number of diagonal from one vertex. If we will choose this vertex, then we have first diagonal. Ano pa? Second diagonal. Okay, from here, how many diagonals do we have? 2. Now, from that diagonals, how many triangles? Okay, the number of dissected triangles do we have? Okay, we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we have 3 dissected triangles based on the diagonal. Okay, based on this, what is the sum of the measure of the interior angles? Simply, first triangle is 180, then first triangle is 180, then 180. I-add natin yung 180, tatlo, or simply 180 times 3. Then you will have 0. 3 times 8 times 3 is 24. Then 3 times 1 plus 2 is 540 degrees. Ayan, 540 degrees. Diba? Or simply, we are just identifying the number of sides, getting the number of diagonals based on this, then the number of dissecting triangle, then multiplied the number of diagonals, the number of dissected triangles by 180, then you come up with 540. Okay. How about for the hexagon? Ayan. Hexagon, number of sides is 6. The number of vertices or diagonal from one vertices. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, we have here 3. Let's nagkulang tayo. Ayan, meron pa yung isa. Ayan. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan, meron tayong 4. Then, what is the sum of the measure? It means 180 times 4. Ayan, dito na tayo sa dissected triangle kasi 4 yan. Okay, 0, 32. Then, 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3. You have here 7. Okay, it means 720 degrees. Okay, that is the sum of the interior angles of a hexagon. Ayan, meron pa tayong isa. Yun pala, nahuli lang. Okay, now, to complete this table, let's have this. The triangle, 3 sides, number of diagonals from one vertex is 0. The number of dissected triangle, the sum is 180. Quadrilateral, nasagot na natin yun kanina. Then for the pentagon also, for the hexagon, okay, we can have that one. How about if we will have nonagon? How many sides do we have in a nonagon? Nonagon, the number of sides. Okay, if you are free, you can draw a nonagon. Then identify the number of sides. It is 9. Then number of diagonals from one vertex. Yan. Number of diagonals from one vertex. Can draw. It's up to you. Or simply by observing on this part. Okay? Ito siya na column. At saka ito na column. Observe. Dito 0, meron tayong 3 sides. Dito 1, meron tayong 4 sides. Dito 2, meron tayong 5 sides. Dito 3, meron tayong 6 sides. Okay? Meron tayong 6 sides. Okay? Try to observe the number of diagonals. Okay? It means, okay, subtract lang natin siya ng 3. 3 minus 3, 0. 4 minus 3, 1. 5 minus 3, 2. 6 minus 3, 3. Yan. Okay, how about if we will subtract this one by 3? Okay, the answer is 6. Let's try. Okay, that is 6. Now, how about the number of dissected triangle? The number of dissected triangle, okay, as you observe, meron tayong 3 sides, 1 dissected triangle. 4 sides, 2 dissected triangle. 5 sides, 3 dissected triangle, and 6 sides, 4 dissected triangle. Okay, simply, the number of sides minus, okay, 2. Therefore, 9 minus 2, okay, we have 9 minus 2, the answer is 7. Okay, since we have here 7, then sum of the measure of the interior angle, simply, ilan yung number of triangles natin? Okay, 180 times 7. Then, ano yung sagot? Okay, 1,260 degrees. Okay, how about if we will have n-gon? Ibig sabihin, hindi natin alam kung ano yung number of sides. Simply, the number of sides, simply n. Because that is n-gon. Diba? N. Next, number of diagonals. Anong ginawa natin dito kanina? On this part, dito na part. Yung ginawa natin? We subtracted 3. It means n minus 3. Okay, dito naman. Number of dissected triangle. Anong ginawa natin dito? We subtracted the number of sides by 2. It means n minus 2. Dito naman, anong ginawa natin? To get the sum of the measure of interior angles. It means the number of dissected triangle multiplied by 180. This would be the number of dissected triangle times 180, and that would be how to find the sum of the measure of the interior angles. And this would be our formula in finding the sum of the interior angles of the polygon. Okay. Let's have here the example. What is the sum of the measure of the interior angles of A? Number 1, octagon. Okay, octagon, how many sides? 8. Okay, using the formula, n, it represents the number of sides. Therefore, n magiging 8 because we have here the number of sides is 8. Next, doing the PEMDAS, 180. Next, 8 minus 2 is 6. Okay, then multiply, then you will have 1080 degrees. Since we are talking about the measure of an angle, then the unit must be degree. Okay, ayan siya. Second example, how about if we will have 12 gon? Okay, how many sides do we have? 12 sides. Next, our n is 12. Ayan. Because it is 12-sided polygon. 12 minus 2. It is 10. Multiplied by 180. Then you will have 1,800 degrees. Okay, do not forget. Always, meron tayong degree na o unit na degree. Okay. Now, finding the measure of an interior angle. Ito na. An interior angle. Ibig sabihin, bawat isa. Yung kanina, hinahanap natin yung sum ng buong interior angles ng polygon. Pero this time, given yung sum o given yung total na measure of interior angles, hahanapin natin ano yung value ng bawat isang angle. Okay, it applies only on the regular polygon. Okay, kapag irregular, mahirap yan kasi iba-iba yung measurement ng angle nila. If it is a regular polygon, then it is easy because all angles are equal. Madali lang yan because all angles are equal. Example on this part, it is an example of a regular polygon. Then those marked line shows that those sides are congruent. Then if those sides are congruent, then it means that all angles are also congruent. Okay, ayan. All of these angles are congruent. That would be our, okay. Therefore, we will use the formula 180 times n minus 2. It is our formula in finding the sum of the interior angles of the polygon divided by the number of sides of the polygon. Example on this part. N is the number of sides. Okay, let's have here the example. Find the measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon or of a regular octagon. Okay, how many sides of octagon is 8? Then 180. Then the number of sides is 8. Ayan, the number of sides is 8. Then 8 minus 2 is 6. Then, okay, let's continue on this part. Let's continue. 180 times 6 is 1080 degrees divided by 8. Then you will have 135 degrees. Therefore, in an octagon, each angle measures 135 degrees. Okay, if we will draw an octagon, sana tama itong pagka-draw ko, octagon. Yan, octagon. Meron tayo dito, octagon. Each angle is 135 degrees. Ayan, 135 degrees. Ito naman, 135 degrees. Ayan, 135, 135, 135, 135, 135 degrees. Okay? Each measure of the angle is 135 degrees. In a regular, remember, it must be a regular octagon. Okay? That is the measure of each angle of a regular octagon. Ayan. Now, how about if we will have a regular pentagon? Okay? 5 sides. Pentagon is, using our formula, substitute the value of n, which is the number of sides, which is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Then 180 times 3 is 540 divided by 5. Then 108. Example, if we will have here the pentagon, means this one measures 108 degrees. This one is 108 degrees. It is a regular pentagon. 108 degrees. 108 degrees. And this one is 108 degrees. Okay? Those are how to find the measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon using this formula. Okay? Remember, we will use that formula. Okay, let's do more exercises. Calculate the measure of each lettered angle. Okay, how about on this part? Okay, remember on this symbol, you can see that one, it is 90 degrees. It means this one also 90 degrees. Okay, letter symbol, it means we need to find the measure of x. Okay, solution. First, find the sum of the measure of the interior angles using this formula. Okay, how many sides do we have? Let's count 5. Then the sum is 540 degrees. Ayan. Next, find the measure of the angle x. Okay, una, x degrees kasi nga ito yung hinahanap. Plus 90 degrees. Ito, 90 degrees plus 90 degrees plus 174 degrees. Ito siya. Then plus 125 degrees. Okay, ilan yung angle natin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 angles. Then the sum of these angles is 540 degrees. Okay. Isasum natin yung different, yung mga may value. Okay. Therefore, 90 plus 90 plus 174 plus 125. Then you will have 479 is equal to 540 degrees. Ayan siya. Then, using the addition property of equality, we need to subtract this one by 749, then minus also 479, para matitira na lang ay si x. Okay, that is the addition property of equality. Then, okay, you can have that one. Then, 540 degrees minus 479 degrees. Then, you'll have 61 degrees. Therefore, the value of this angle is 61 degrees. Ayan, 61 degrees. Okay? Another example. Okay. Meron tayo tatlong x and then 60 degrees. Isa lang yung given. But how many sides do we have here? Okay, correct. The number of sides is 4. Therefore, we will multiply, or using our formula in finding the measure of the sum, or the sum of the measure of the interior angles. Then, 4 minus 2 is 2. Times 180, you will have 360. Then after that, find the measure of the x. Okay, the first x plus the second x plus the third x plus 60 degrees. Then the sum is 360 degrees kasi apat na angle yan. Okay, that is quadrilateral. Then, x plus x plus x. Ayan, meron na tayo dito. Addition of polynomials. Okay, addition of polynomials. X plus x plus x, that is 3x. Okay, plus 60 is equal to 360. Using the addition property of equality, we need to subtract yung walang variable, kasi ito yung variable natin, x. Okay, subtract 60 degrees. Subtract also 60 degrees. Then, you'll come up with this. Okay, ayan. Then, 360 degrees minus 60, you'll have 300. Since we need only to find the value of x, not 3x, okay, let's continue. On this part, let's continue. Ayan na, nasa na yung pen na, ayan. Let's continue. 3x degrees is equal to 300. Then, let's do the division property of equality. Ibig sabihin, we need to divide both sides according to ano yung katabi ni variable na x. Okay? Divide both sides by 3. Then, cancelled out. Ayan, ang matitira na lang ay si x. Then, 300 divided by 3, you'll have 100. Therefore, each of this is 100 degrees. Ayan, 100 degrees. And that is 100 degrees. Therefore, 100 plus 100 plus 100, 300 plus 60, 360, and that is the sum, which is 360. Ayan. Diba? Okay. Another tayo. The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 1980 degrees. How many sides does it have? Ayun. Meron tayo ditong sum, which is 1980. Ang tinatanong, how many sides does it have? Okay, how many sides does it have? Okay, our given, the sum is 1980. Then the number of sides is unknown. Okay, solution. Using our formula, okay, remember, this would be the formula in finding the sum of the interior angles of the polygon. Okay, therefore, the formula is equal to 1980 degrees. Then, you can have this one. Ayan, we will do the distributive property. Okay, or, ano to yun? Distribution property. Okay? Ayan, distributive. Ibig sabihin, multiplication yan. Multiplication. Becomes 180 degrees and next, multiply na naman, negative 2 times 180, that is negative 360 is equal to 1980. Then, since ito yung may variable, ito wala, using the addition property of equality, okay, you'll have here 360. Bakit plus? Kanina sir, addition, ay subtraction. Okay, remember, on this part, it is negative. Para mawala yan, syempre negative, mag-a-add tayo ng 360 para magiging 0. Okay, kung ano yung ginawa natin sa kabila, yun rin ang gagawin natin sa kabila. Okay, add rin tayo, 360. Okay, come up that one. Then, add this one, 1,980 plus 360, that is 2,340 degrees. Then, kasi ang kailangan lang natin yung n, di ba? Ito yung hinahanap natin, n, di ba? N. Therefore, divide natin both sides by 180, cancel out yan, or division property of equality. Then, ang natitira na lang is n. Divide 2,340 by 180. The answer is 13. Therefore, the number of sides of the polygon is 13. Ayan siya. Now, thank you for watching Pamati tutorial, and do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video, and share it to your classmates para matuto rin sila kung paano hahanapin yung sum of the interior angles of a polygon, and also the finding the number of sides given the sum of the interior angles of the polygon. Okay? Thank you for watching Pamati tutorial. Makinig, manood, at matuto. Thank you and goodbye.